Hello, I'm Bliznub, and welcome to Building the Best. Today we're going to be looking at the Dark Sword, as it is currently a gift from the Lotus, and there is a delightful new skin for it, which you can see styled here. My rhino just holding it up to the light, trying to avoid the green radioactive glow. Now, this weapon is an odd one, it really is. Now, it deals base radiation damage, which is delightful, as that means we can put on any elemental combination we want, any elemental combination at all, because if the base element is comprised of two others, that means we can put on, for instance, you see here corrosive, which is electric and toxic, provided by Fever Strike and Shocking Touch. Whereas normally if this weapon were, for instance, just electric, that would not quite work. That would just make corrosive, and we couldn't make radiation and corrosive. This is what I'm trying to say. This build is awesome. That is all. Now, we've built this using Pressure Point and Spore Strike to buff up the base damage, of course. We have Primed Reach for extra range and Fury for more attack speed, so that we can get as many hits in as possible. 3 elements across the bottom. I debated doing a fourth, but nah. And we have Life Strike for a little bit of utility. Now, you only actually need one of the formers displayed on this weapon. I changed the stance to Crimson Dervish, the extremely rare single sword stance, just because I freaking love that stance. And I put an extra dash polarity here because I wanted to try something in this last slot where Life Strike is sitting. I wanted to try Seismic Wave because the Dark Sword has toxic procs on its ground attacks, but they don't appear to be guaranteed, and they don't appear to do that much damage, so thus the Life Strike. Anyhow, let's go and demonstrate this weapon. Now, the reason I've gone for Corrosive Radiation Cold is because that covers pretty much every enemy type across the board. The radiation deals very handily with, I want to say infested. I don't have the damage table in front of me, and I'm suddenly drawing a blank. Regardless, corrosive and cold and radiation really do deal with pretty much everything. Anything which it is weak against, one of the others is good against. So let's try this thing out. And of course I want, ideally, to be using the stance which ends in a blast finisher, so that possibly we can see this toxic damage. But regardless, this weapon is doing reasonably well, considering it's 400 damage split across those 3 elements. It's not that much, and it's a single sword, and it's one of the slowest, if not the slowest, single sword there is. So I'd say it's doing alright to be dealing with level 30 Corpus this handily. Let's end this tech. There we go. Although it is fair to say that Crimson Dervish multiplies all damage dealt by this weapon by 3, so perhaps I shouldn't put this stance on to be fair to those people who can't get this mod, but then again, no. This is building the best. I do have some rare and unique stances and mods, and I'm going to use them. God damn it. Okay, so let's very quickly hack this and move forwards. There's really not too much more to say about this weapon. I mean, the skin is nice and all, it's very festive, I'm sure. And the weapon can be acquired through alerts, and to be fair, I've seen this weapon come up on alerts maybe 20 or 30 times in the time I've been playing this game, so it's not exactly uncommon. And it's not well loved by many, but I'd say it's pretty good. As far as long swords go, none of them really compare with heavy weapons and crit build melees, but this one's pretty good for a longsword. So that's all I've got. Building the best. It's okay. Anyhow, that really is all I've got. Thank you very much for watching. Please, there we go. Finally got a toxic damage on a ground attack. Please like and comment below. Let me know if you have any slightly better single swords you want me to try out. Believe me, I'm looking forward to doing them. The Dark Sword was not my favourite weapon ever, but honestly, I've made it alright. Anyhow, thank you very much for watching. Like I say, like and comment below. Subscribe if you want to see more, and thank you.